Poland for Basketball Champions League. Game day 8 action between Polski Cukier Torun and BAXI Manresa from Spain. It's the reverse fixture between these two teams. BAXI Manresa just winning on game day 1, 85-81. Now Polski Torun maybe at the foot of the Group A standings, but statistically they lead the Basketball Champions League in points and in assists. They're scoring over 90 points a game and more than 24 assists per game. But they're on a 5-game losing streak. The last win they had was versus Strasbourg in game day 2. More of that in a moment. Here's the game day 8 fixtures. Lixibilis and Sassari played yesterday. Sassari winning this game, and then Turk Telekom Unit Holon and Philip Ostend Sig Strasbourg is later this evening. The other problem for Polski Torun, and they really want to rectify it, especially after the heartbreaking double overtime loss in Ostend last week, is their last 3 Basketball Champions League home games, they're conceding an average of 110 points. Manresa are second in Group A, 5-2 record. Polski Torun are 1-6. And they are number 4 in assists in the Basketball Champions League. There's BAXI Manresa, 5-2 after 7 games, and Polski Cukier Torun 1-6. They're 2 games adrift of Unit Holon. So another massive game for them last week. Incredible action and drama in Belgium for them last week, but an agonising defeat behind 31 points for the number 1 scorer in the Basketball Champions League this season, Chris Wright. Looking at Manresa's top players, look out for Kravish. He's their leading efficiency, 3rd in points, 1st in rebounds and 3rd in assists. And here is BAXI Manresa's team, and look out, William Margaritti, Jordan Sacco may be injured. He's talk of him being injured. David Kravish, Danny Perez as well, 29-year-old Spanish player, 2nd in assists. 7.1. But they play the game with great activity and great sharing of the ball, and that's a great sign for Polski Torun. Damian Kulig back on the floor. He's only played 2 games, averaging 18 points for those 2 games. That's massive. Keith Hornsby, 6th leading scorer in the Basketball Champions League. Aaron Shell, Chris Wright, Alade Amanu, leading rebounder for this team. Carl Weaver, but Damian Kulig, his comeback, 32-year-old Polish international. He only played 2 games, 18 points a game, 4.5 rebounds and 3 assists per game. Now BAXI Manresa, they're currently down the bottom of the Spanish ACB. They're 17th place, 1 place from the bottom. 3-9 is their record. So doing much better in the Basketball Champions League. It's their first foray into the Basketball Champions League, and it is tough for teams to play midweek, and also in such a tough league. They lost to Barcelona 75-84 at home at the weekend. BAXI Manresa. Now over to Polski Torun. They're in a 5-game losing streak. They beat Strasbourg at home 97-81, but they've lost to Ostend, Turk Telekom, Lixibilis, Sassari and Holon. Could the night be tonight, especially with the return of Damian Kulig? Could he be the inspiration, the difference maker, to make enough winning plays to get the job done for Polski Torun? They are in desperate need of a win at home in front of their adoring fans in this 6,000 capacity arena, and there is Pedro Martinez meeting Sebastian Machowski, former German international, the coach of Polski Torun, 47-year-old German. He's just joined Polski Torun, and the same as Pedro Martinez, his third stint with BAXI Manresa. Now we'll look at the starting fives for the teams. We look at Carl Weaver. He's averaging 9.7 points again, 3.7 assists. He's second in assists on this team. Much required from him tonight. But Manresa had a great win against Sassari last week, and they will be hoping for more of the same this week. Ryan Toulson, 24 points last week. They'll be looking for more from him. David Kravish, 10 points, 10 rebounds, double-double for him, the American. And also Jumpy Volley, 10 points, 4 rebounds. There's Krzyzewski. And Amanu, Nigerian international, played at the Basketball World Cup in China. I was courtside with him at Wuhan for the group stages. And there's the referees: Andris Ankrojas, Alexei Davidov, Blaz Supanic. Latvia, Russia and Slovakia are the three countries represented this evening. On the officiating, always the best officiates. There's Luke Nelson, great British player, playing in the Basketball Champions League. That's good for Britain. And he's getting top-level Spanish and Basketball Champions League competition. Here's the BAXI Manresa starting five: Toulson, McGarity from Sweden, Dolkis. And there is Pedro Martinez, former Coach of the Year with Manresa. Won the Spanish ACB with Valencia. He was the Coach of the Year that year and the Euro Cup Coach of the Year. And he won the 1990 Korak Cup also. And it's his third stint with BAXI Manresa, 90 to 94, 14-15 season, and now back at the helm in 2019-2020. Here's the Polski Cukier Torun starting five: Hornsby, Chell, Ratashak, Wright and Amanu. Or Ratashuk, I should say. And Sebastian Machowski, former German international, been with Torun since the start of this season. And as I say, what heartbreak and what frustration for him in the most amazing game last week against Ostend in Belgium. But they'll be looking to come out strong. They have some serious offensive firepower. They're the #1 point scorers and the #1 assist makers. Let's listen in to Coach Martinez. Of course, Ryan Toulson for BAXI Manresa is the #2 in the Basketball Champions League with points scored from the bench. He scored 93. Only Omar Pruitt from Texas Bandurma has scored more from the bench. He scored 117. So potent firepower, a lot of assists and points and action and drama. Last week, Sassari won by 1 against. Sassari were beaten by Manresa last week. And look who's starting. Luke Nelson is starting in a Basketball Champions League game. What a thrill for him, and what a thrill for Great Britain. So we are ready, we're at the tip. It's Basketball Champions League game day 8. Wednesday night, we're on live basketball.tv. And BAXI Manresa will have the first chance in their red uniforms, going from my right to left on your screen. And Polski Torun in their home uniforms, white with some blue shading. Nelson, and the pass off is good for Davidas Dolkis. 31-year-old Lithuanian standing at 6'6", 198. Amanu rips through strong to the basket. Is good for two, and both teams look really sharp early. Leading scorer, leading assist team in the home team of Polski Torun. Wonderful movement off the ball, not great defense. Margariti with the score, just great movement off the ball. Playing the Spanish way, Amanu. And too high for Chris Wright. So we're back underway. Nelson off to Toulson. Oh, that's wonderful. Both defenders chase Toulson, and David Kravish just ducked to the basket. Action and reaction at the highest level there. Amanu looks really sharp, as he did last week. Big game for him, 18 points versus Usten last week in that incredible loss. Incredible game. Now they go to the wing for the shot from Dolkis. No good. Hornsby off the screen. Aaron Shell. Oh, that's a shook. No good, but offensive rebound. Aaron Shell, second time of asking. Pops it in from the other side of the hoop. And both teams are well at the races here tonight. High-level drama all the way in the 1920 Basketball Champions League season. Beautiful wraparound pass and the drop over. David Kravish, incredible movement off the ball. Cannot switch off for a moment if you're Polski Torun tonight. And Keith Hornsby just catch and shoot from deep in two-point range. It's second versus seventh, and a good steal. Amanu chasing it down and throws it down. Amanu up to 6 points early. Sloppy pass from Kravish, and just catch and slam for the Nigerian international. Over the top. It's starting to react on the help side to the ball screens and movement off the ball of BAXI Manresa. Good job by Chris Wright. Active hands, not player watching or ball watching, watching both. Ryan Toulson, leading scorer for BAXI Manresa with 16 points a game. But that's a chook with the rebound for Polski Torun. They're currently the Polish league leaders. Shots off left. Defensive rebound. And Ryan Nelson attacking the Polski Torun defense. Excuse me, Luke Nelson. Luke Nelson. Ryan Toulson. Nelson attacks off the dribble and throws it up off the glass. Nifty. Just a scoop shot there for the British international. Chris Wright attacking a crowd there. William. That was Nelson there with the strip. William Margariti there as well. Nelson. 11-10 to Manresa early. Hope you're enjoying the action here in Poland. And just a simple pass, but wide open is Dolkis for three. Somebody always open for Manresa. Well coached, of course, by Pedro Martinez. Inside Shell. And ball's loose. And Chris Wright, great regather for Polski Torun. Spins. And right at the buzzer, he scores off the glass. Courageous and persistent play there by Chris Wright. Just 1.85 m, but he's strong. And the applause from the home fans. Damian Kulik back after a layoff. Only played 2 games in the Basketball Champions League this season, 18 points a game. He is a massive weapon for this team, as he is for the Poland national team. Represented them with distinction at the Basketball World Cup in China this past summer. Margariti. Luke Nelson with the foul, just a rip across from Chris Wright. Kulik makes the screen, slides out to the three-point line. He can make the three. Oh, great movement off the ball. Chris Wright this time. Kulik was a distraction. Chris Wright got the pass on the baseline. Nice play by Torun, and it's tied at 14. Over halfway through. Pull-up J is good for Toulson. Ryan Toulson, just calm and as cool as you like. Aaron Shell attacks off the closeout and makes the two. Just as soon as he caught it, he was on the move before the ball arrived, and he just went straight at William Margariti. That's his second foul, Margariti. He is off. Swedish international. Aaron Sell. At the free throw line. Makes the three-point play. And shots up. And again, it's Dolkis. He's just being left open. Good ball movement all the way across. There's Mitrovic first foul. Damian Kulik. He's won wherever he's been. Turkish Cup winner with Bandırma, now Banvit back then. He good Basketball Champions League experience. And that's a good sign for Polski Torun. A healthy, fit and active Damian Kulik. Mitrovic. 5-point lead for Manresa. Stolen by Manresa, almost stolen back, but Alexander Perka. Dolkis played tight and out by Weaver, who's in the game for Polski Torun. Backing down, good help, and helping the helper as well. Schenk, back to Schenk. Wide open three is good. Jakub Schenk. Had important minutes last week as well, and he's come straight in the game looking active. Knocks down the three. And good defense. Just a quick trap. No sign that was going to come on, and Kulig and Hornsby just using their basketball IQ to force the turnover of Tulsen. Weaver. Inbound to Schenk. And Schenk fouled. Manresa in the penalty. So Schenk will go as he turned the corner as a foul on Simka. Sima, excuse me, Yankuba Sima. Schenk makes both, and he's come into this game on a mission. Saying, I want some minutes as well. He's got Hornsby and Wright to contend with, but always great when you have homegrown talent doing something special. And good ball movement again. Mitrovic passing to Yankuba Sina as all the help converged. Sima just ducked in behind Didushko. Sima, 2'9", 23-year-old Spanish. Damian Manresa for 2018, and there's Weaver just missing. Perez. Willem Jo is number 5. Straight over the top. They can't make the alley-oop though. Nice look by Perez. He's number 2 in assists with 7.1 assists a game. And the jump hook is good for Amina. Alade Aminu playing really strong from the outset. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first. Live Basketball.tv presenting the Basketball Champions League. As Dolkis, he just can't miss from behind the arc. He is red hot, and Perka couldn't get out to him on the rotation and closeout. Weaver. Aminu with the screen and ducks to the basket, not used. Weaver, still Weaver. That is a tough shot, and he makes it to tie the game at 27. That's really good. Jump stop, leans in to the defense, to Dolkis. Making Dolkis work. Maybe that's the way to slow him down. Gravish in the game as well as volley. Schenk on defense. Volley in the post. Nice left-hand jump hook, no good. But the tip back in by Kravish. He's the #1 rebounder on this team, 8 rebounds a game. Schenk. Keeping the ball moving. Weaver for 3. It's just off. And Didushko attacking the offensive rebound. That's his first foul, though, for Bartusz. But good intention, good effort, trying to get the offensive rebound. Left-handed hook. Layup missed by Perez, but they get the offensive rebound, do BAXI Manresa. Hesitation, left-hand dribble, easy pass, and you can see why. He is the #1 assist. David Kravish with the score. Schenk just slowing down at the last second. He did that well last week. Again, still standing. He attacked the basket. Then the last step, he just slowed it down. Defense carries on at pace. You just need a soft touch then to finish off. End of the first quarter. Polski Torun 29, BAXI Manresa 31.
Pick and roll defense is one thing. We have to be more aggressive on red, have the coverage from 2 passes away, understand where that side is. That can be also the strong side, remember. It can be also over here that we have 2 guys. And you gotta
Just showing some of the highlights of the first quarter. Really good point by Coach Machovsky. You've got to be ready, not just on ball or one pass, excuse me, but you've got to be ready 2 passes away. Otherwise, the movement off the ball of this BAXI Manresa team will cut you open. Off the pass, the pick and rolls, they got so many options with the roll of the guys spotting up. If 2 players hedge towards the ball, automatic roll. If they take the roller, and if someone helps off an outside player, the outside player gets it. But to Polski Torun's credit, they are sharing the ball as well, and they are the #1 assist team and #1 points team in the Basketball Champions League. But it just shows you can have good stats offensively. You've got to be able to defend as well. And as I said pre-game, they're 3 home games they've lost previously. They have conceded an average of 110 points a game. That's really nice there. Good square up and heads up by Hornsby, being able to see his running partner, Chris Wright, over the top. So we're ready to get underway in the second quarter. I could just bring to your attention the Basketball Champions League app. Please do download it. It has everything you possibly need for this season and previous seasons if you're interested. And there's a steal by Danny Perez. Easy steal, and Polski Torun haven't come out at all in this second quarter. Volley with the score. That was just sloppy by Polski Torun. Weaver. Damian Kulig backing down into the post. He just can't get that move to go. And here comes Manresa. Penetrate, kick, and nothing but net. Danny Perez this time. And what a start by BAXI Manresa, from 2 up to 7 up in the blink of an eye. That's a beautiful arc on that shot. Just easy penetrating kick. The defense wasn't set to go out and challenge the shot. And Coach Machovsky cannot be happy with that reaction.
The problem is they're also stepping out. So if we're doing that, God is coming over, stepping out, whoever's here, come ask for the ball. Maybe there's another pass. Then we go inside to Otto. Anyway, that's not the problem. They're scoring too easily. You can't let them run. Can't let them run now that we're under the bonus. Maybe take one. No foul. fast breaks like that. Count, we're gonna go zip 5, zip 5. Down screen and then the step up screen, make it pop.
That's incredible. 3-point stats at the moment for BAXI Manresa, 7 of 9. 77.7% from 3. But if you take away the 3 and you switch off mentally, they will hurt you underneath. So 5-0 run to start the second quarter for BAXI Manresa. Let's see how Polski Cukier Torun respond. Cukier is sugar in English, and they almost turn it over again. Can they start playing some sweet basketball? Polski Torun inside, back outside. Deep 3 is off. And bodies flying. Volley and Weaver. And the foul is on Volley. So good effort by Weaver, drawing that foul on the attempted offensive rebound. So end line out of bounds. Chris Wright in. Kulig. Aaron Shell hands it off to Weaver. Screen from Kulig. Another aspect he brings to the team. Wright pulls up for a J, is short, but they get another offensive rebound. Kulig just easing his way back into action. Chris Wright. Screen again. Kulig all the way across, and that was a touch too high for Ratashuk. Good ball movement, but nothing to show for it. 5 turnovers to 4 in favour of Torun. They won't want to be leading that category for too long. And foul by Kulig. Straight inside, ripped through. An attack by Volley. He was going nowhere, so that's an unfortunate foul. He was only going to kick the ball back out. And easy inbounds, and Volley with the score underneath. There's Weaver attacking Volley, and he getting the second foul on the 23-year-old Polish player. It's called as an offensive foul on Weaver. It looked to me as if they just got caught up, and Weaver's just got to be careful how he's discussing that call. So Manresa 9 ahead. They can go to double digits and more right now. Volley. William Joe. Shots up for 3 is short, and Kulig gets the rebound off the floor. Chris Wright, leading scorer in the Basketball Champions League. 22 points a game. And that is a tough move by the former FIBA Europe Cup first team player. And the 3 is good. Perez. Wow, that's back-to-back 3s for Danny Perez. Number 2 in assists. 29-year-old Spaniard. What a move by Weaver. Attack the basket. Finishes right at the rim. Polski Torun have got the firepower. Can they keep Manresa, say, below 75 points? That's going to be tough. 75 to 80 points. Because if you're scoring 90+ points a game on average and still only winning 1 game out of 7, you've got to tighten up your defense. And all the way over the top for the alley-oop. 1P volley. Beautiful out-of-bounds play. And it's a 10-point lead for Manresa. 14 assists, Manresa already. Kulik, first three of the game, and he's fouled by David Kravish. They respect Kulik's three-point threat, even though he's just come back after his layoff. That's a beautiful inbound and finish by Rompi Volley. Damian Kulik at the line. Polish international, and such a welcome player to have back on your roster. .32 years old now, and he's just missed one, but works out perfectly for Polski Torun as Aaron Schell gets the offensive putback, so 4-point play in the end. So lead back to 6 for the Spanish visitors, BAXI Manresa. There's a steal, Chris Wright, but they get it stolen back. And Perez pleading his case, saying he got ball. He can't believe that call. Then he comes out of the game. There's the look again. Make your own minds up. But again, trying to dribble through a crowd. And here comes Volley for the slam. Sloppy play by Torun, and a steal, and made to punish Hornsby. Hornsby all the way to the basket. They got so much firepower, Polski Torun. They've just got to get the right players on the floor and play tough defense. Again, inside, it's too easy. But good rebound by Aaron Schell. Chris Wright, catch and shoot is good from the baseline. They're starting to get into their stride. Polski Cukier Torun forcing a timeout from BAXI Manresa.
Stay high. After the entry, stay high. Then he's got the whole side to roll. He's going to go. Mickey's going to get up. Mickey, ask for the ball also. But look for the pass to over the top, jump high. If not, let's go, guys. Hey, pick it up, guys. Let's go.
So leading scorers at the moment, Elvidas Delkis, 12 points, 8 for Kravish, 8 for Volley, 6 for Toulson for Manresa. Aaron Schell with 7, Chris Wright with 8, and Alede Amanu with a good 8 points. 100% from the field, Amanu. But they're going to have to play at the absolute top of their game offensively, Torun, and just play the best defense they've played all season to have a chance of staying with BAXI Manresa. Luke Nelson, the British star, back on the court for BAXI Manresa. Catch, and 3 is short for BAXI Manresa. 8 of 12 now from behind the arc. Nice inside passing, back outside. Chris Wright just short. Ball's loose. And here's Toulson. Delkis doesn't go with the 3. And nice job by Amanu as Rompi Volley was looking to make a running hook. And get out of here. Not in this house. Not in my house, says Aladi Amanu. Dolkis being run off the three-point line. And foul by Ratashuk. 22-year-old Polish player. Back outside, good ball movement, shots up, and he's off by Luke Nelson. And a big throw down by William Margheriti. Margheriti just catches and skies to throw the ball down. Shots up and good for three. Keith Hornsby, they need to get going. Just three down. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter here on livebasketball.tv. Basketball Champions League, game day 8, nearly a steal from Hornsby. Threes up and good. BAXI Manresa. Ryan Toulson again. Pushing ahead, Amanu. Looking for options, that's beautiful. That is wonderful play. Looked high, spun baseline, jump hook off the glass. Luke Nelson, Manresa. Margheriti, shots up, open, three is good. And they are shooting the lights out, especially Dolkis. Dividas Dolkis on fire, 4 of 6 from three. Aaron Sell couldn't get that to go. And he waits. He waits for that ball to come loose. Amanu knocks it loose, but adjudged to a foul. Adi Amanu's second foul, and decisions to be made by Coach Mahovsky. Does he keep his Nigerian star on the floor? Luka Mitrovic with the rebound, did bring the ball down. Polski Cukier Torun in team fouls. Luka Mitrovic at the line. It's 5.7% from the line. Mitrovic averaging 8.7 points a game for the Spanish outfit. Just 50% for Manresa at the moment. And Chris Wright takes full advantage of that miss by Mitrovic. Comes straight down the other end for a 2 at the hoop. Good game going on right here in Torun, Poland. Luke Nelson inside to Margheriti. Catch, shoot for Nelson is no good. Something he's got to work on. He will get open looks on this team. Hornsby, oh, Keith Hornsby, like an express train going downhill. Before Manresa could get set, he'd scored the 2. Inside, good defense by Chris Wright, but they couldn't get the deflection all the way across. They can't leave them open. Dolkis misses this time, ball's loose. And Dividas Dolkis with the foul. Ball knocked loose by Amanu. Dolkis rips the ball loose. Weaver. Jakub Schenk on the floor. Weaver all the way. Fouled on his way to the basket. Manresa have one more foul to give before they're in team fouls. But good idea and tactics. That's third foul for Dolkis, and they need to get him out of the... They need to get him out of the game. Surprised that Coach Martinez had him in the game on 2 fouls. Kulik to Weaver. And a lot of dribble going on. Right attacks, nice pass, draw the defense, draw the help, and as the help comes, dish it off to where the help came from. And this time Hornsby with an easy 2, 13 assists to 18 in favour of Manresa. Beautiful curl cut by Margariti. Kulik has to go back outside, and they've got the steal, BAXI Manresa. Beautiful up and over on the stride. Danny Perez with a right-hand finish for the lefty. And he wants the foul as well. Polski Cukier Torun timeout. As Manresa go on another really quick spell of scoring.
But then you got to body up and fight through next time. Now that we know that too. I mean, what else are we going to do? That's exactly the point. They're letting a lot of stuff go, so let's use it. Let's be aggressive. With Perez, we're still going under. Other guys were being aggressive. Don't let them score easily now. It's already too many points. Go to chest. In the bonus also, keep attacking, go for the layup, be aggressive on it. When you get that ball, go up strong. Let's make sure we make best use of our opportunities now. Let's finish this quarter strong. Let's go.
Good productivity by the benches of both teams, 18 and 14 points, but that's just a beautiful curl cut. And they've always got their heads up. BAXI Manresa, whether it's off the steal like Perez and the up and over as the defense came across, and I can see why he wanted a foul. There was contact. Ryan Toulson back in the game for BAXI Manresa. Full court pressure by BAXI Manresa. They have a 6-point lead, 58 to 52. High scoring affair, and the points keep coming as Alexander Perka knocks down a 3. This is just a shootout at the Torun Arena. And another 3. Coach Bohovsky said would go under on Perez, but you go under and he's just going to knock the shot down. Kulik for 3 is good. Rattles around, but Kulik knows exactly where the bottom of the hoop is, and he finds it once again. Great entertainment here. Basketball Champions League, game day 8. They've gone under again. That's completely leaving him open. But that's good recognition by Manresa. They're seeing that they're going under the screen. They are setting the screen well away from Perez, so he is wide open from downtown. Perez inbounds and gets it back. Seema with a nice screen. Seema over the top of the pick and roll. That was just beautiful. Perez in motion, passing off the dribble. And a foul in shooting against Hornsby. Ryan Toulson with the foul, and he doesn't like that. That's his first. Hornsby 11 points, 4 assists. 63 points with 5.7 seconds remaining for Manresa, and he misses the free throw. Keith Hornsby averaging 78.6% from the line, and he misses both. Most unlike Hornsby. And he makes the third. Time out here at the Arena Torun. A high-scoring, octane-fueled matchup between the leading scorers, the leading scorer in the Basketball Champions League, and the #1 assist team in Polski Torun. BAXI Manresa, the 4th in assists this season, but already they have 20 assists. And it's not even half time yet. 14 second chance points as well for BAXI Manresa, so they're really active on the offensive glass. 34 points in the paint for Polski Torun, 28 to BAXI Manresa. Just been offensive masterclass, especially from behind the arc for Manresa. 11 of 19 they are. That's a high volume of shots and a high volume of makes. And there is one of the reasons they're doing well. Yumpi volley, 8 points, 4 of 5 from the 2-point range. Ryan Toulson, 9 points, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. And he had such a big game last week as well. So, just seconds remaining. Volley's able to go all the way, coast to coast. Polski Torun did not stop him. He was going downhill at speed, right to the hoop. Really smart play. Half-time, Polski Cukier Torun, 59. BAXI Manresa, 65. Super smart play by Wampi Volley, and he went coast to coast and finished right at the rim. Here's the game stats: 77% from 2, 50% from 3, 64% from the line, 7 of 11, but they're still losing by 6. 20 assists for Manresa. They're 4th in assist. Behind Torun, who are first, they got 16 assists, Polski Torun. Here's the leading scorers: Hornsby 12, Wright 10, Abanu 10, Dolkis 15, Perez 11, and Volley 10 for Manresa. What an extraordinary offensive game we've got here. 65 to 59, BAXI Manresa are leading. They're second in Group A. Polski Cukier Torun are currently 7th. So they are in desperate need of a win. They're 2 games behind Unit Holon, who are in 6th. So we'll leave you with some highlights of the first half. Do download the Basketball Champions League app. I hope you're enjoying the coverage on livebasketball.tv. I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll have the highlights then, the current top plays, top 10 plays in the Basketball Champions League. I'll rejoin you for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great game here in Torun, Poland. Manresa by 6 at the half.
Wiem, że czekacie na rzut za 50 000 złotych. Będzie oczywiście, że tak, już za chwilę tutaj w arenie Toruń, ale wcześniej na telebimach zapowiedź programu telewizji Polonia o Polsce. Jeden z odcinków kręcono dzisiaj w Toruniu, także w naszej hali. Tutaj występowali zawodnicy twardych pierników. Program nazywa się Fajna Polska. Zobaczcie, jak to będzie wyglądało już teraz na telebimach. No chyba trochę bez głosu, ale coś tam było widać. A teraz Mirosław Kowalak, dyrektor Premium Leasing, jeden z partnerów twardych pierników, ale słuchajcie, chyba to trzeba zrobić w kole środkowym, mi się wydaje, tak regulamin stanowi. Panie Mirku, no trzeba wejść tam dookoła, oczywiście, że tak. Dzisiaj pan Mirosław Kowalak, dyrektor Premium Leasing, rzuci w waszą stronę piłeczkę, na której będzie napisane 5-0-0-0-0. To oznacza, że osoba, która złapie tę piłeczkę, będzie mogła wziąć udział w konkursie rzutu z połowem. Ten wart jest właśnie 50 000 złotych. W tym sezonie jeszcze nikomu się nie udało. Może to jest właśnie ten dzień.
No, a nice pass to the inside, and the tough finish as Skoldilis just hammers it down. And Peristeri pretty much getting whatever they want at the moment.
Scrub has it. That's Grant. Grant with a step and finish. Big time finish from Jirai Grant. Little hesitation, got Mustafa foul in the air. Look how quick he gets past him.
Hornsby with Weimer guarding him, screened by Amanu. Amanu gets it back, steps through, and he's blocked at the rim by Sealer. You've just seen him on the top 10 plays with a big block.
Innovatus now. Oh, wonderful pass and a wonderful finish. What a big play by Masulas. But it was the pass from the Innovatus that made it so special.
Oh, great finish. Hayden Dalton, mask and all, throws it down, and it's going to get in a highlight. Shimandini, watch out! Oh! Just to underline the point, as athletic as Shimandini's looked for a while.
Medford. Hooping and hooping. I tell you what, when he gets in the flow, he's tough to stop.
Dennis hits the roll in. He stands and he gets up high. Oh, out of nothing. As Martin goes the other way, lobs it up. Stone it is with the dunk. Back-to-back dunks.
Right, still right, no good, ball's loose, they get it back, still, Angola to win it! That's extraordinary, that is incredible! Ostend, they are 2 ahead. Welcome back to the arena in Torun, Poland. We've got a shootout here. And there is Manresa's Livinas Dolkis, 15 points, 5 of 8 from 3, sensational shooting from deep, and 5 of 8 from the field. No free throws, no twos, 62%. If he keeps that going, Manresa are going to be very tough to beat. They shared the ball so well, Manresa. 20 assists and just 6 turnovers. That's big. 7 offensive rebounds. They're getting some second looks as well. Pedro Martinez, steeped in Spanish basketball tradition, always coached in Spain. So many top teams. 3rd stint with Manresa. He was a former coach of the year with this team in 1994. And of course won the ACB with Valencia in 2017. That was probably his finest year. Eurocup and ACB coach of the year. So Coach Mahovsky has got to try and slow BAXI Manresa down.
We have a situation that Dulk
Let's listen in.
side to side and comes around. Maybe we need to switch also with the big here. Huh? Just be ready to switch that. Then we just front. Then we just front that one. Huh? No problem. Play on that. It's all wrong.
You come back to the handoff and you play the pick and roll, okay? ¿Vale? Te la están defendiendo bien, entonces vas tú. And space, be ready, okay? Be ready. You give a passing line if the defense is aggressive, okay? But it's a defense, okay? Let's go.
He's chasing, you're going, good stuff. All right? Let's go. Make it work, guys. Make it work.
59-65, tylko 6 oczek straty polskiego cukru Toruń w walce o drugie zwycięstwo Basketball Champions League z drużyną BAXI Manresa. Zaczynamy od twardej obrony. Dajcie znać, że tu jesteście i pomóżcie twardym wiernikom w odniesieniu tego zwycięstwa. Mocny defense.
Nice job there by, and the one is good. Aminu, great control in mid-air. And I think the foul on Luke Nelson. It was a good attack, unsportsmanlike foul as well on Luke Nelson. That's tough, they're calling that very tight. Ladi Aminu.
Niezłapkowym przewinieniem drużyny gości piłka nadal w posiadaniu polskiego cukru Torun.
Makes the free throw. And Hornsby for 3 is just short. Good rebound by Margariti. 3-point lead for Manresa. Beautiful pass inside. Luke Nelson just catch and finish, playing off instinct, moving without the ball. 2 pointers, 78% Torun, and attacked by Hornsby. Got the other side, basket side of Tolson, really quick, and there was nothing going to stop him as he went under the attempted block by Tolson. Tolson in motion, just pulls up for 2 and is good. That is just beautiful. Leading scorer for this team, 16 points a game. Ryan Tolson. Good attack at a closeout, Aaron Sell. 2 meters 5, 32-year-old Polish international, playing big when needed. Tulsen all the way across, catch and shoot. Margheriti is good for 3. I think Dawkins is inspiring, and Tulsen is inspiring the others just to let fly the 60% from behind the arc. That is incredible marksmanship. Amanu with a throwdown from much closer to the hoop, from right above it, in fact. Nice pass by Chris Wright. He's the #1 assists and #1 in points, is Chris Wright for Torun, and just beautiful play again. David Kravish just shooting right over the top of Hornsby, 2 meters 8. American, he's their #1 scorer for Manresa, but they're sharing it so well tonight as the ball's knocked loose.
Zmiana w drużynie z Hiszpanii. Na parcie wchodzi oznaczony numerem 55, Dani Mares.
Tulsen in motion. He will find the open player. Margheriti is open on the weak side, and he knocks down the 3. Back to a 9-point lead for Spain's BAXI Manresa. Hornsby. Chris Wright. That's such a tough shot. Compared with some of the shots Manresa are taking, that is so tough in traffic. There's a few mistakes there, Tulsen and Perez, the architects of a lot of the assists. And Manresa's good play just momentarily making a mistake between them. 9 turnovers, Torun, 8 Manresa. So both teams doing really well, keeping the turnovers down. Just in and out, but Amanu with an offensive rebound. And he's trying to shoot over Margheriti. And they've called a block against Ratachuk, who seems to be in some discomfort. Excuse me, Bartosz Dziuszko with a defensive foul there. That's Dziuszko's full foul, 3rd foul. Rebound, Aaron Shell. Aaron Shell, deep 3 is off. And just the 1 shot. Rebound by Kravish. Beautiful pass, but Kravish couldn't collect it. Polski Torun. Dziuszko. Amanu steps out, still up high. The shot clock's running down. They attack the closeout. Hornsby. Oh, what a throwdown! Keith Hornsby, former G League All-Star, just throws it down over 2 Manresa players. That will fire up this crowd. And Amanu skies for the rebound. Here comes Polski Torun. What a dunk baseline. They were running out of shot clock, but Hornsby knew that, and he attacked with pace at the front of the hoop as Perez picks up his 2nd foul. High screens. Aaron Shell all the way across to Dziuszko. Shots up and is good for 2. They've just all got to play at such a high level now, Polski Torun, to stay with this highly efficient BAXI Manresa outfit. Dolkis, Perez inside, Kravish is fouled. Full foul to Dushko. He's going to have to come out. They're going to want him to be available in the rotation. Weaver comes in. David Kravish attacking the basket there. Former Avtodor, Tomoski Minsk player. Dolkis comes out as well. Just multiple movements and good D by Chris Wright, who thinks that Perez knocked it out, and beautiful extra pass and the throw down by Volley. Just defense reacts, offense reacts. Weaver back outside Amanu, but he's got Kravish on him and it's going to be tough. They're going to have to look for another option. Aaron Shell, shot clock running down, 5 seconds. Hornsby's going to have to make something happen for 3, and he's just off. Attempted tip by Amanu. Great effort by Aaron Shell, and Amanu as well at the start of that. Shot was up, Amanu was right in there, not boxed out sufficiently. Airball shot there by Polski Torun. Danny Perez. Back to Perez. High screen, Kravish. Perez. Kravish from the elbow. Nothing but string, and that's just beautiful basketball. Another assist for Manresa. Chris Wright. An offensive foul by Amanu. Perez got nailed there by Aminu. Just leant into that, Aladi Aminu. Manresa, 11-point lead. Aminu's third foul. He's played well tonight. But just got to be careful when you're setting those screens. Margariti, no hesitation, he is on fire. Margariti, 12 points, another 3-pointer, 3 or 4 from the arc, from behind the arc, and he's no hesitation for the Swedish international. Polski Torun have real issues as BAXI Manresa are running right here in Poland. Let's listen in.
Yes, if we believe, we are aggressive. That's what we talked about before the game, during halftime, and again now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very simple. Very simple. Sit down. Get inside. Get inside. Play on hand. Keep up the tempo. But let's make sure that we take away these shots. I'm not talking about the X-outs, I'm talking about the simple one now. Now we got to invest. Cut the lead under 10. Let's go.
Very calm timeout. Polski Torun still winning the points in the paint, 44-38, but this BAXI Manresa team playing the Spanish way. They're one place off the bottom of the Spanish ACB. Such is the strength of that league. But that's the beauty of the Basketball Champions League. It's all-inclusive continental competition. Teams from countries, relatively small countries, are getting into the Basketball Champions League and coming up against some really big names from the likes of Spain and Italy. And a great rebound by Chris Wright. 1.85 m, getting in amongst the bigs. BAXI Manresa, and they're going to have to do the little things. Play with much skill, but they're going to have to play with tenacity and determination to get back in this. Kulik comes out on the high screen and recovers. Oh, wonderful wraparound pass. And Wampi volley. They just look for the great shot, not just settling for the good shot.
Second personal foul, substitution for Torun, jako przegląd goal.
It's Volley's second foul.
Na także drużynie hiszpańskiej na parkiecie z numerem 6 Luke Nelson.
Weaver, Kulik spins baseline. Great move by the Polish superstar, Damian Kulik. So good to see him back out playing. Good for club and country and for this tournament. Lots of off-ball movement, curl cuts, straight cuts, back cuts. Nightmare for any defense. And Margheriti is off the charts from behind the arc. William Margheriti, 26-year-old, 2'11". Stretch 4, stretch 5. He's stretching the patience of Coach Machovsky, I'm sure, as Weaver just short for 3. And there's only one and done there. And Luke Nelson back in the game for BAXI Manresa. Great opportunity for this British star as he turns the corner and finishes with aplomb at the hoop. And playing in this system with these highly efficient and intelligent players is only going to help Luke to progress. Ready for those Eurobasket qualifiers in February from a Great Britain perspective. Perka, they're attacking off the dribble again, but Hornsby can do that through the seam, through traffic. And they're 15 down. 93 points for BAXI Manresa and more to come. They're just slicing the defense open completely with just ball movement, and that was Mitrovic that time. Just a joy to watch, unless you're connected with Polski Torun. Kulik, they need to move the ball quicker. Ball sticks too much, but they need to move off the ball as well. Jakub Schenk is in and makes a nice pass across to Alexander Perka for his second 3 of the game. That's a nice job by Schenk over the top. And catch and shoot, and just 20 seconds remaining. 4-second differential between game and shot clock. Penetrate kick. William Joe in the game. That's a tough move. Off the glass, going left, shooting right. Time running down. Schenk, still Schenk from half court, is no good. Extraordinary game, extraordinary offensive output. And at the moment, end of the third, Polski Cukier Torun 81, BAXI Manresa a eye-popping 97. 32-point quarter there for BAXI Manresa. Let's listen into Coach Machovsky.
Hey, 5 down on the next one. 5 down. 5 down. Get it to Damian.
Checking out the highlights from the last quarter, and just amazing play. And Margheriti, William Margheriti has been unbelievably good, but again, and that was as good a play as there been as for, on the spectacular side of things, for Hornsby to throw that down. Jab step, getting Dolkis off him. And then simple as you like, just jump, stop, pivot. Both defenders went with the ball. Kravish was wide open. It's just high IQ, and so's that. That's pass, extra pass to create the shot right at the rim. The amount of uncontested shots, that's good by Kulik. He went early before the defense was set. This is a massive couple of minutes now for Polski Cukier Torun. They've got to have a fast start at both ends of the floor to have any chance of getting back into this. "32 assists by BAXI Manresa already. They're averaging 21.4. Inside, Weaver comes back the other way, and he's fouled.
Second personal foul,
William Joe.
On the free throw line, Kyle Weaver.
It's his second foul. 22-year-old Spanish player now, Weaver. Previous Basketball Champions League experience. Of course, with Neptune and Klaipeda, who are back in the competition this season. "33 years old now. He's got a big part to play if Torun are going to get back in this, but they've got to get out to the shooters. They've got to scramble, get their hands up, try something different. And Volley with the miss from the free throw line. Schenk. Jakub Schenk, and there's a turnover, and they're running faster, Manresa than Torun, but Volley couldn't finish. Hornsby, two players right at him. They don't want him to go, but he's gone. And that's a wonderful drive along the baseline. He just kept the ball moving, kept the defense coming towards him, and then goes. And Luke Nelson, he'd be disappointed with that, to let him have the baseline. Nelson needed one more slide, and he looks frustrated. And in order to stay on the floor for the British star, he needs to play tough D and not give the baseline up on that instance. Nelson, guarded by Schenk. Catch and shoot is good for three. Another assist and another three. That was Dolkish yet again. That's Luke Nelson's full foul. It's tough playing at this level. And he's just left his hand there, and Schenk was fouled. Hornsby. Kulig for three is good. Catch and shoot. Damian Kulig. He's having a big game. First game back in the Basketball Champions League since game day 2. Luke Nelson for three with his trademark splayed legs, slightly splayed legs as he shoots. 17 of 25 now for Manresa from behind the arc. Schenk is blocked by Luke Nelson. That was great defense on 4 fouls. Nelson, penetrate kick inside, and the left hand hook, no good. Kulig, extra pass. Weaver is just short. He won't get any more open than that. Good multiple movements, but Weaver steals. Weaver in the open floor for the layup. Staying in touch just. Polski Torun, 13 down. Luke Nelson. Mitrovic inside. Turnaround Jay, no good by Dolkis. And now can Polski Torun get it back to double digits or thereabouts? Shots up, and it's good by Hornsby. They do get it back to 10. This game is not over, folks. Don't go anywhere. Timeout. BAXI Manresa. Nice, just wide open three there. Hornsby off the dribble. Good steal by Weaver. Sloppy play between Mitrovic and I think Nelson. Got to come hard to the ball. Timeout call just to stop Polski Torun's momentum there. Not much to say. I think Martinez is leaving it to his players to work it out for themselves. He's not happy. Tolkis and Kravish have got big parts to play as Jakub Schenk there and the Polski Torun players are in the middle of a fight back, momentum swing. 5-0 run brings it back to 10-point lead. 103-93. Good defense by Amanu this time. They've got to get out in the passing lanes, but not overcommit, because if they do, BAXI Manresa will automatically make the back cut. They're so well drilled by coach Pedro Martinez. Nelson for three is good. The offensive barrage continues from behind the arc for Manresa. (18 of 26 now. Hornsby is blocked. And great block and finished by Kravish with the slam. That's really great defense by Kravish. The crowd goes silent. He got right out to Hornsby, all alone, just throws it down two hands. Timeout, Polski Torun. So just when they had some momentum, the lead balloons back out to 15 with the Luke Nelson three, and then the block and dunk by Kravish. Luke Nelson up to 12 points and 7 assists for Luke Nelson. Great performance. He is on 4 fouls though, so work to be done on the defensive side. And just good hands as the attempted pass by Weaver is cut out. Here comes Manresa. Pull up three, no good. Good rebound, Weaver. And that might be the end of Nelson's night if it's a defensive foul. And he's just stripped down on the ball. Got a lot of ball, but he also got some arm. But oh, shown as his fourth foul. My apologies. He's on 4 fouls now. He's having a good game. 12 points, 7 assists, 1 rebound, 2 steals. And he's very much a part of this record-setting BAXI Manresa effort. 35 assists now. Chris Wright misses the free throws. And they really are finding it tough. Margariti, that's good defense by Polski Torun as Margariti runs straight through Bartosz Diduszko. That's brave defense. Margariti, third foul, but he has been massive as well. 18 points, 4 of 6 from behind the arc. They've only had 5 free throws. That's the other extraordinary thing. They've been so efficient from shooting. They've made so many shots from outside. Chris Wright attacks and can't make the shot. Here comes Manresa with Perez. Dolkis. Perez. Oh, what a pass. A wonderful wraparound left-handed pass. If you're moving without the ball into the right space, as Kravish was there, Perez will find you. Nine assists for Perez, 11 points, 1 assist away from a double-double. No good for Polski to run underneath there. Manresa can just slow the pace down as we get into the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Perez. Perez keeping the dribble alive, chased and almost a steal. Good hands by Chris Wright. Weaver. Still Weaver. Oh, nice pass over the top, but blocked at the rim by Kravish. If Amanu had just stayed in the air and scored with the alley-oop, he would have had that. As soon as he came down, gave Kravish the chance to block the shot, which he did. Screen by Kravish, dives to the basket. That's good defense by Chris Wright. Passes ahead, and this time Amanu does get the score. Running hard, the Nigerian international, getting his just rewards. Beautiful pass over the top. Coming into this game, Polski Torun with the #1 assists in the Basketball Champions League. But BAXI Manresa have shown them how to share the ball tonight. There's no doubt with that miss by Perez. 28 assists by Polski Torun. Let's not forget that. That's well above their average. With BAXI Manresa scoring 68.1% from the field as they throw it down again. Margariti, he's scoring from all angles and adding to the excellent field goal percentage. If you're going to score from that close in, the field goal percentage is going to be pretty high. Schenk for 3 is just off. It's been a tough night. They're going to potentially score 100 points, Polski Torun, but they're going to lose again, as they did last week in double overtime against Ostend in Belgium. Great pass again, and Kravish must love playing with this team. He just moves into space and the ball is delivered by Perez. Hands up by Amanu, just smart by Perez, making the bounce pass. And that's another super pass inside. And Margariti with the throwdown. And Diduszko is out. 5 fouls. .38 assists now for BAXI Manresa. And they're 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Kravis is 100% from 2-point range, 8 of 8, and 1 from 1 from the free throw line. and he can take a seat. Job done. Job done for him, and almost job done for BAXI Manresa. 3 minutes remaining in the final quarter. Another turnover. Penetration, and the attempted pass was stolen. Perez. Whistle away from the ball. This volley was just cutting round on one of those curl cuts, ball side. Amanu just slowed his progress down. William Joe, 22-year-old Spaniard in the game, can have some important minutes for his development. With BAXI Manresa in a healthy position. 29-point lead. Good steal by Chris Wright, and he's fouled by Perez, just slowing down the onslaught, and he's saying sorry to his teammates.
Zarzuty wolne, Chris Wright.
Free throw by Chris Wright, the league's leading scorer coming into this game tonight. 22 points, but it's been a tough night for him and his team. 14 points tonight, 9 assists. He leads the league in scoring and leads his team in assists. That's still a great effort from him. But the efficiency of BAXI Manresa has been off the charts. Total efficiency 151 for them so far tonight. BAXI Manresa. Handoff, Margariti. Back across. Extra pass, and Seema just drops it over the top. That's beautiful again, through the legs. And that's Willem Joe. It's just the whole team have caught the bug. They catch the bug of sharing the ball. And it's quite extraordinary. 39 assists. Long jump shot by Amanu, no good. And defensive rebound. BAXI Manresa. Ball nearly loose. Seema retrieves it. William Joe. Shot clock running down. 3-point is off. And defensive rebound couldn't be retrieved by Schenk. Excuse me, by Ratashuk. And Perez comes out. 11 points, 11 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals. That's quite a stat line. And catch right by the hoop by Volley, Argentine player.
Zmiana w drużynie toruńskiej. Za grę dziękujemy już Chrisowi Wrightowi. Jego miejsce Kubaszek. Na linii rzutów wolnych Kłębi Valent.
Volley just joined Manresa this year, previously with Bahia Basket in the Argentine National League. He's 14 points tonight. What a great pickup for them. Of course, Argentina going all the way to the Basketball World Cup final this year in China, losing to Spain. But they have some wonderful players, and Volley is another young player. Great prospects. Schenk, and the foul by Seema.
Second personal foul. Two free throws. Kubaszek.
knocks down the free throws.
BAXI Manresa po raz pierwszy dziś na parkiecie Untitled.
So just over a minute remaining. BAXI Manresa in complete control. 19-point lead. Wide open three, just off. Volley going hard at the rebound. Reminds me in some ways of Gabriel Deck, who had such a big Basketball World Cup does volley.
A w związku z liczbą przewinień drużyny z Manresy w tej części gry dwa rzuty wolne wykona Ignacy Grobowski.
First entrance tonight for David Serrano. Another young Spanish player, 22 years old. And Grochowski, from a young Spanish player to a young Polish player. He's 21 years old, comes in the game and knocks down a free throw. You've got to be ready whenever coach calls your number, whatever the situation. And they reach 100. Polski Torun. Inside, outside, shots up for Luke Nelson. And that fadeaway, splayed legs, knocks down another three. That's big time for Luke Nelson. He's up to 15 points personal. Good rebound, Amanu, and he gets his just rewards off the glass. And time will run out now with BAXI Manresa in possession. Nelson, step back three, is just off. And this game is in the books. BAXI Manresa with a dominant performance in the end. Final score, Polski Torun 102, BAXI Manresa a massive 121. Just a super efficient, easy on the eye performance by BAXI Manresa. Polski Torun scored 100 points themselves as we look at the stats. Both teams over 70% from two, 61% from three. It's an incredible stat, and they only went to the line 9 times, did Manresa, 6 of 9. There's the rebounds, 25, 29, 41 assists. They break the 40 barrier for assists. Torun with 28 assists were pretty good as well. Top scorers, Hornsby, Amanu and Wright, 23 for Hornsby, and Margariti, 20 points for Manresa. Dolkis 20, Kravish 18. He was 4 of 6 from behind the arc, Margariti, and that was just brilliant play from this top Spanish side. They are struggling in the Spanish ACB Endesa, but they weren't struggling tonight. Polski Torun just run in to a hot, red-hot Manresa team. They just played Barcelona at the weekend, running them close at home. Polski Torun just couldn't live with their efficiency and high-octane offense and just sharing the ball. Eight steals as well for BAXI Manresa. When we look at the highlights, and Luke Nelson will be really pleased with his offensive performance. He knows he can do better defensively, but that's something he can work on with Pedro Martinez and his coaching staff. But when you've got players like Danny Perez with 11 points, 11 assists, Kravish 100% from the field, 8 of 8 from 2, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and Margariti a late 8 of 11 from the field. This is a top class Basketball Champions League outfit, and they'll be going to 6-2 in Group A. Polski Torun will drop to 1-6. Everybody contributing for BAXI Manresa, and that's just another brilliant pass. Amanu had his hands up, so the pass is a wraparound left-handed bounce, and that is sensational. Amanu turns his head for a split second. The pass is delivered. Let's hope there's plenty of young players, aspiring players watching this tonight. Matt, Polish and Spanish. Because there was great play from both teams. Polski Torun, top scorer Alade Amanu, 19 points. Schenk with 9, Weaver with 8, Hornsby with 23. Chris Wright with just 14, he's averaging 22. Hornsby around his average of 19, and just a wonderful system to play in. A great treat for us to watch and for the likes of Luke Nelson to play in. But they kept going to the end. They got to their 100 mark, Polski Torun, but they've let in, they've conceded 121 points, scoring 102. They are the league leaders, but they need to tighten up. League leaders in points per game and assists per game coming into tonight. They need to tighten up their defense. Let's have a look at the Group A standings, which we should normally do at this time. Maybe we won't tonight. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the Basketball Champions League. My name's Graham Hiscott. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. It's Basketball Champions League all the way on livebasketball.tv. It's been a wonderful evening for BAXI Manresa. They march on. They go to 6-2. More work to be done for Polski Cukier Torun. Good night. Enjoy the rest of livebasketball.tv. Basketball Champions League. It's the home. Good night.